scared the living hell out of me. What are you doing here?
Miss me, auntie.
What are you doing here, Robert?
Well, I'm here to kill you.
Robert, please. Robert, please. Robert, please. Shut up. Robert, please. Please.
No, tell me.
Robert, please.
You have started with your whining again, woman.
It is what you said that agitates me. How come it's now entirely my fault we don't have kids?
Of course, we know it's your fault. Maybe you are cursed, or probably some members of your family have done this to you. This is Africa, and Cameroon to be precise. Anything can happen.
It's your entire family that has rendered you impotent. How dare you say that to me?
I can't be important. I have proof.
Was that a confession?
What?
You just said that you have proof that you aren't impotent.
Don't the medical report say so?
Yeah, they say so. But the way you said it, you sounded so confident about it, which proves that there was something stronger than those reports. What proof do you have, Mark? Tell me now.
Yes, hello. Who is this? What do you want from me?
Mr. Mark,
Yes.
I was all asked to see you.
You didn't particularly ask to see me. You threatened me at this hour of the night. Forced me to get out of my house just to come here and meet you. This better be worthwhile, or I won't hesitate to throw you into jail for dealing with a man of my caliber.
Why are you here if you're not hiding anything? Or why are you here if you're not moved by my threat? Anyways, cut off the whole story. Well, I called here because I want you as my lawyer.
On what case is that? Is that blood?
It's a murder case. I just killed someone. And you being the best attorney in the country that has never lost the case. I want you to stand up and defend me in court and make sure I don't get a death sentence in court.
Very well then. 2 million.
I don't have money.
Now you look up. You have the nerve to threaten me out of my house at this hour of the night just to come here and listen to this nonsense. Listen to me. The next time you try this, I won't hesitate to throw you in the darkest part of jail. Girl.
I'm a boy actually. My name is Robert. Nice meeting you. Sorry.
Boy, girl, whatever. You listen. The next time you try this, I'll not hesitate to deal with you. You hear me?
Jagan Jemima Achiri. Does that name ring a bell?
Tell me, how do you know about that name?
You know, you underestimated me, Barrister Mark.
Do you realize at this point you're blackmailing me?
Take up my case. Or watch the perfect image you have struggled to build all these years pass through the windows. Anyways, I'm going to most likely turn myself in for the murder case of my aunt. You better be there in the morning to take up my case, or there will be consequences. Adieu, monsieur. Anyway, nice ring over there.
We are live at the crime scene at the residence of Miss Nganya Monica, who was killed last night. The police have stated that her killer was none other than her nephew by name Lipen Robert, who turned himself in to the police and is awaiting trial. It's really a puzzle for everyone. The billion-dollar question is, why did he kill his aunt? Why did he immediately turn himself in to the police last night? We are still to know. Reporting live from Shy TV.
Why did you kill my mother?
Because she was a bitch.
Frederick! Frederick, stop! You better get yourself a damn good lawyer. Even at that, I will make sure you pay so dearly for that.
Are you sure about that?
But Mr. Mark, what are you doing here?
To see my client. I am that damn good lawyer you asked him to get.
This murderer, your client?
I'm afraid so, Frederick.
Mr. Mark, you're finally here.
Left me with no choice.
You know, I was starting to consider plan B.
You left me with no choice.
Anyone here with a cigarette, please?
Your case begins in court next week. And for you not to get a death sentence, you have to tell me everything about this case. And you have to do that right now. To begin with, why did you kill your aunt?
I need some cigarette first before I spill out anything to you.
Listen, young man. I don't have time to waste. This is not a joke.
Does this look like a joke to you? Now tell me, I am a drug addict for God's sake. You know, I won't say anything unless you give my stuff. We can now talk.
So why did you kill your aunt? Robin.
What? It's for vengeance. Vengeance.
Tell me more about that.
It's a long, long story.
And today marks the beginning of the trial of Lipem Robert, who murdered his aunt in cold blood. The fate of Lipem Robert is unknown, but he is sure to get a death sentence due to the gravity of the crime he committed. Or will he walk away a free man due to the lawyer he hired? His attorney is none other than Barrister Mark, who hasn't lost a single case in 4 years. We anxiously wait for the ruling on the matter. This is Ganjo Claudia reporting for Brunhilda TV.
My lord, I don't know why we are here in court. The accused Robert has pleaded guilty to the crime. He even turned himself in with the police. Your Honor, murder is a gross offense not acceptable by the law nor humanity. Section 350 of the article prohibits murder and is punishable by death. So what are we doing here?
My lord, my client hasn't denied committing the crime. Just like Barrister Lionel has said, it is a serious offense punishable by death. But however, on behalf of my client, I would like to solicit for a no-death sentence due to the intricacies and the complexities of this case.
Barrister Mark,
Yes, Your Honor.
are you aware this is a murder case? You know the law, Barrister Mark, that this is a murder case in which the one involved is not denying the charges leveled against him. So, what complexity are you talking about? What reasons are strong enough for him to evade the consequences of his actions?
My lord, it is true and certain that he deserves the punishment. But however, I would like us to look at it from this angle. That he commits a crime and goes to the police himself to make a report. Isn't that strange? Doesn't it look like there is more to these than the eyes meet, my lord? This is a minor we're talking about. And I am certain that for him to have committed this crime, there are serious issues that are at stake, or there's a serious reason why he had to do an act like this. I find this quite unethical that we can sit here in this law court and sentence somebody for a crime without due trial, my lord.
Very well then, Barrister Mark. I would like you to present your case. Since we are already in court, we have no choice but to proceed. Let the accused mount the stand.
You can't be doing this.
I'm addicted to it.
No, you shouldn't be doing this.
What is going on there?
My lord, may I be excused for a few minutes? I would need to talk with my client.
Why?
Just a few chit-chat. We want to have a small conversation, my lord.
Barrister Mark, we aren't stupid. This is a law court and there are rules. If you both cannot tell me a reason why you need to be excused, then I'm afraid you won't be permitted to move an inch.
My lord, my client is an addict. He won't say a word until he takes his stuff.
Now that his urge has been satisfied, we may proceed.
Are you a Christian and Muslim?
Sir,
Okay. You have to swear to this honorable court that whatever you say is nothing but the truth.
I swear to the Holy Book, in this court, whatever I say will be the truth, nothing but the truth.
Robert, can you tell this honorable court why did you kill your aunt?
That woman ruined my life.
Tell us, how so?
She didn't deserve to live after what she had done to me. Well, my aunt was the sweetest woman I have known while my parents were still alive. I was young, focused, and happy, and surrounded with people who loved me. Not until my parents were involved in a car accident, which made me to move in with my aunt. And after that, things changed.
What happened?
One night, some men came to visit my aunt. I served them drinks. They were staring at me in such a way no man or nobody has ever stared at me.
Will you tell us how exactly, or would you describe how exactly they were staring at you?
They look at me with so much curiosity, until one of them was staring at my butt while I was leaving. Even after I left,
Go on.
I overheard one of the guys telling my aunt that I'm beautiful. My aunt told him I was a boy, not a girl. But he just laughed and said it didn't matter. Later, my aunt came to my room. She started touching me in places she has never done before. I was shocked. I didn't know what was happening. Not until one night, I said, every damn night, my auntie will force herself on me. I will scream and shout, but nobody to help me. That was when I realized that my aunt is a nymphomaniac.
Young man, will you sit down? Barrister Lionel, can you please tell your client to sit down?
Sorry, Your Honor.
Please carry on, Barrister Mark.
Thank you, Your Honor. Robert, you keep talking about these two men. Can you tell us of what significance they are to this story?
They raped me as well.
Order.
Do you mean these two men were gay?
It wasn't once, not twice. They forced themselves on me. And the hurtful part of it is, my aunt told me it was going to be fine, I was going to be okay.
Are you saying that your aunt watched you as these guys took pleasure?
She didn't just watch me, but she collected money from them. She gave an order that they can have their way with me whenever they want.
Oh well, Your Honor. I rest my case for now.
Any cross-examination from the prosecuting counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. I have a few questions for you.
Okay, you may proceed.
Robert, while all these things were happening to you in your aunt's house, why didn't you report to the police?
Because I could.
Nonsense! You are a youth, young and supposed to be intelligent and smart. You want to tell this court that for no occasion did you have a small opportunity to sneak out of your aunt's house and report to the police?
Look, my aunt threatened to kill me. That if I had told anybody, she was going to kill me. I was subjected to house arrest. She took everything away from me, including my freedom.
Robert, did you enjoy what the men were doing to you?
Excuse me.
Objection, my lord. Counsel is gaslighting my client.
Your Honor, I'm just trying to establish a pattern.
Overruled. This is a law court, Mr. Mark, and that question is relevant to the situation at hand. So ask your clients to respond to the question.
I wasn't enjoying it. I was being raped for God's sake.
Robert, I happened to go through your Facebook page, and his last scene on WhatsApp was not until when he was detained. I'm sorry for going into his privacy, but it was pertinent to this case.
But I didn't say my phone wasn't with me.
Please, Clark, could you tell us what he said when I asked him why he could not report to the police?
He said, and I quote, "He took away everything from me, including my freedom."
She took away everything from me and freedom. We hear that. Your Honor, Robert is trying to bend the attention of this honorable court with a cock and bull story about being raped. He's looking for pity. I ask you again, Robert, were you enjoying the experience we're having in your aunt's house? Robert, throughout this ordeal you had on the phone, and yet you never called the police. Do you know how you look? Are you aware of your looks?
Yes.
Do you know you have female features? You look like a girl. And any man who does not know you would want to date you. Right?
Kind of.
Good. Psychology says that men or people of your caliber would develop some forbidden desires. Do I consider to be a case right now?
Objection, my lord. Counsel is overstepping her bounds and infringing on my client's privacy. I think this has to be discussed privately and not publicly.
Overruled. This is a law court, and that question is relevant to the situation at hand. So ask your client to respond to the question.
Yes.
Hey! Your Honor, Article 347, subsection 1 states that it is forbidden for any person to have a sexual relationship with same sex. My final question, Robert. How were you dressed the night you served the drinks to your aunt's friends?
I was dressed in an inner wear, just like a short skirt.
Jesus. In other words, you were seductively dressed.
Kind of. But I wasn't.
Your Honor, I have no further question. No further question.
This case is adjourned until the 13th of August.
What?
Robert! How dare you spread such lies against my mother?
Do not address my client.
This is a family affair, so back off.
Why do you think your mother divorced your father all of a sudden without any explanation? Or why do you think your mother wanted you and your sister to live with the same house with her? It's because she wanted to cover up her devilish lifestyle. And you know what's more? What's more is how she runs an underground warehouse where she supplies rich and influential men in the city halls for their sexual satisfaction. Your mother is a pimp.
You are so dead. You son of a bastard!
What was the meaning of that?
You would have let me punch out some of his teeth. That boy has some guts.
Frederick, in case you've forgotten, this is now a legal case and not a fist fight. Please, don't blow things out of proportions for me. We need your anger issues.
I'm sorry, I overreacted. I'm sorry.
That's better. Now tell me, the things he said about your mom, do you know about them as well?
I'm not sure. He was the only one mom accepted to live with. Definitely you should know more about her.
In that case, you must do everything for us to know what he knows. Frederick, look at me. You must do everything possible for Barrister Mark not to win this case. This has become personal.
What exactly do you have against Barrister Mark? There is something I'm not understanding yet.
You have no idea. Barrister Sama Mark and myself have scores to settle. Bones to pick. And this right here is the perfect opportunity.
I see.
Get me every single information I need.
Okay. Okay.
Barrister Lionel was fierce, but wasn't she? Lionel. Young legend. You know, Lionel will make you believe Jesus Christ actually deserved the cross. But then why didn't you tell me?
Tell you what?
About your sexual fantasies. Why?
Because it wasn't necessary.
Now you understand the consequences of you withholding information from me. Your next court hearing comes up on the 13th. That's 3 weeks from now. I'll be right back, but you better be ready to tell me everything. Absolutely everything about this. Okay? Great.
Hey, babe. What's the problem? Are you okay? What's the problem? don't look okay.
Did I tell you I wasn't?
I don't know. Just the way you're staring at me, something feels off. Is there something you won't tell me?
Or perhaps there is something you have to tell me.
Okay. What's the problem?
Mark, are you cheating on me?
Listen, babe. I had a really stressful day at work. I thought I would come home to have a good rest, spend some time with my wife, but it seems like I can't get it. It's better I go back. Maybe have a rest outside. Excuse me.
I looked around for you. When I couldn't find you, I figured you'd be here. You're crying. Again.
What else can I do?
Fight, Robert.
I have been fighting.
Fight, Robert.
You know, my life is a mess. But you know I wasn't like this. Everything I'm now is a shadow of myself, and it's all a lie.
Look at me. You go through this. Time they say heal all wounds.
Not this wound, Albert. Albert, like I said, I wasn't like this. Everything I am now is all my aunt's fault. She must be somewhere enjoying herself. Going for vacations, you know. Eating good food. My aunt has completely ruined my life. Vengeance. Vengeance.
Oh. Are you okay? You're looking so pale. You lost a lot of weight. Is that the problem? What are these rashes? Okay, fine.
Anyway, you haven't come to see me in a week.
Well, Robert, I've been busy with a lot of personal stuff. But that's okay. I'm here now. And you know you have to tell me everything.
So, what are the odds on us winning this case? Since Barrister Lone has succeeded in making everyone believe it's all my fault.
Robert, we can still win this case.
To what end? I'll be sentenced to death regardless.
Come on, Robert. You can still win this case. Regardless of your sexual preference, even if it's true, we cannot cancel the fact that your aunt destroyed your life. Justice must take its course.
I don't understand. To what end? It will seem that my auntie won over me even in her own death.
Come on, Robert.
Mr. Mark, I'm dying.
What do you mean?
I'm dying.
What do you mean, Robert?
I have AIDS. Well, I couldn't afford medications for myself. Now, Mr. Mark, I'm ready to tell you everything when you're ready.
This isn't fair, and you know it, Frederick.
Stephanie, my sister, you are so clueless. Well, newsflash. If Robert wins that case and comes off free, he'll be accustomed to everything we are enjoying right now. Do you know that?
What do you mean?
What I'm trying to say is, everything we have right now, the wealth, the luxury, rightfully belongs to him. He was right when he said Mom took everything away from him. And we can't afford to let him take it back out.
Do you even hear yourself talk? You know, you're just exactly like Mom. Very selfish and greedy. I ask if, does your conscience even prick you at times?
See, this is no longer just a court case. Well, so far, I love the way things have gone.
Wow.
Eugenie seems to have a vendetta against Mark. And that's just the perfect condition I need now. She'll do everything within her powers to pay back whatever Mark did to her. And I stand the chance to win the case and have everything to myself. Just perfect. What about that?
You know what? You disgust me.
Whatever. I'm gonna have it.
Robert? Let's win this case.
My lord, we heard last time that the now late Mrs. Gaya was in for. However, I didn't like to present this honorable but someone who can correct everything we be told. Why? Thank you.
Christian or Muslim?
Christian.
Do you swear by this honorable court that whatever it is you shall say here shall be the truth and nothing but the truth?
I shall speak the truth and just the truth.
Thank you, Your Honor. Frederick, the disease happens to be your mother. Can you kindly tell this court how she was like in behavior?
My mother was a good woman. May her soul rest in peace. She was a woman who loved to help everybody no matter what. She was a member of UNICEF. She was a philanthropist. We all here are witnesses of the good things she did. So I don't think she was capable of doing what Robert is accusing her of.
There you have it, Your Honor. Who else can better tell us about the character of this woman, birth for family? Thank you.
Any question from the defense counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. Frederick, we would like to know your relationship or how close you were to your mother.
Very close.
Meaning you two had a great relationship, isn't it?
We were more like friends.
Oh. I see. Did she tell you the reason why your father suddenly divorced her after years of marriage?
No, she didn't.
You said a couple of minutes ago you two were such great friends, and I believe friends tell each other everything.
No, she didn't. She has never accepted us to visit.
But you just said a couple of minutes ago you two were great friends, and I believe friends tell each other everything, isn't it?
Look, barrister, my mother was an adult, and so is my dad. So they have the right to keep secrets, and I don't see anything wrong with that.
Friends, your mother wasn't particularly rich after she divorced your father. But few weeks and months after the death of her sister and the husband, she suddenly had so much money to throw around. And did you bother asking her where she got the money from or her source of income? Did you bother asking her?
No, I didn't.
Could there be a possibility that Robert's parents left their property for their son to inherit and your mother took everything from the boy, and I put it to you that you knew about it?
Objection, Your Honor. Counsel is asking irrelevant questions and wasting the time of this honorable court. He is digressing from the matter on grounds.
Sustains. Barrister Mark, where are you heading with all this line of questioning?
Your Honor, my client mentioned here earlier that his aunt took everything from him. And from every indication, I can assess that it is true.
While that is noted, we are yet to investigate a murder case. So wrap up that line of questioning.
Thank you, Your Honor. Robert, can you please tell this honorable court, where were you on the day your mother died?
Like I told you before, she never accepted us to live with her, not to visit. We didn't know until later.
Can you hear this, everybody? Your Honor, that a woman refuses to live with anybody, including her whole children. This is a clear indication she has a lot she's hiding, or there is much more to hide. I rest my case. Thank you.
We'll commence after recess.
Robert, are you aware you weren't raped?
How is that so?
When all these occurrences were happening to you in your aunt's house, neither did you report to anybody nor the police. I put it to you that you were enjoying the experience.
I was scared for my life.
You had your chances, but you didn't do anything.
I was only a child. I cannot do anything. I never wanted to die.
Robert, you're 19, and youth your age are tactful. You knew what you were doing. You were enjoying what was happening in that house.
Are we talking about the same woman who subjected me to house arrest? If she could do that to me, then she's not joking about the death threat.
So much for someone who seduced some innocent men.
I was at home.
Robert, what then happened to all the decent dresses you had in your wardrobe? You knew what you were doing. So, Robert, don't come here and play this victim card of you were being raped, because we aren't buying it. Now, Robert, tell me, before moving in with your aunt, did you have any sexual advancement from any man?
No.
That's not true, given the way you look.
Yes, but it's not my fault. It's a biological malformation. Just because I look like this doesn't mean I'm a gay.
What?
And you shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Robert, you told this court that you had desired to have sexual relationship with a man like you. And today you aren't gay?
Objection!
What are you objecting to, Barrister Mark?
Overruled. We will commence after recess.
As a court, please.
Court.
Robert, we're made to believe by your lawyer that you are an addict.
Yes.
How did that happen?
One of the men always forced me to do drugs after having misled with me. Because he made me addicted to drugs. I ran away.
You mean you got tired of having sex with the same persons repeatedly, and so you ran away from the house so you could get it from new ones?
I beg your pardon.
You heard me! Here, my lord, is a copy of Robert's conversation telling someone he's an addict because he cannot have sex with the same person repeatedly because he was a victim of rape. And we know that's not true. He's just looking or making an excuse to have different sexual outrage.
I was raped.
How do we know that?
It's the truth.
Robert, if enjoying sexual experience with people, though you did not intend to, is your definition of rape, young man, you have the wrong definition of rape.
We will mark this as Exhibit 1 and will be considered when making our decisions with the members of the jury. You may proceed, prosecuting counsel.
Thank you, my lord. Robert, how were you able to afford Barrister Sama Matthews? If you claim your aunt took everything from you, how do you afford you?
Objection, my lord.
My arrangements with my client are private.
Some states agree with you, Barrister Mark. Barrister Lionel, prosecuting counsel, I take exception to your line of questioning. You may rephrase.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. That will be all for now.
Next, the restroom.
Sure. The police will accompany you.
Your Honor, we have this check on my client.
Go ahead.
Robert, are you okay?
I don't think we can move this case. I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess. I thought I could completely get revenge on my aunt for ruining my life. It's like I won't get justice.
Robert, we can win this case.
Who have you ever seen or heard that a boy child is being raped?
In your story. You know, Robert, this case of yours has taught me a lot. You know, rarely do we hear about boys being raped. Probably because society makes life really, really, really complicated and doesn't give men the opportunity to share their emotions and pain. Because if you do so at the end of the day, they will call you a weakling. You know, Robert, winning this case for me will give those men out there who are going through pain, who are going through challenges, emotional issues, the opportunity to be able to talk about these things in public. This is the only honest case I'm handling. Other cases I've handled for other clients, They were really guilty, but then I had to win those cases because they could afford it. Robert, you have to give me the opportunity to win this case because this will give the men out there a voice and it will give me a sense of purpose. That feeling that for once in my career as a lawyer, I've had the opportunity to defend the defenseless. Robert, you have to give me that opportunity. And the least I expect from you, Robert, is to feel down at this moment because we have to win this case.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
See, Robert, you are the kind of child my wife and I would have wanted. But unfortunately, we haven't been able to have one.
Sorry. I'm sorry about that.
That's fine, Robert. Now listen to me. We're going to get out there and win this case. Okay?
Defense counsel, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Robert, can you tell us a little bit about these sexual fantasies of yours? Did they begin before or after you moved into your aunt's house?
After I moved in with my aunts, they did so much to me that I began having this unquenchable desire for sex. It didn't matter with whom I had it with. I couldn't control myself.
My lord, we all agree that rape is a dangerous social ill capable of changing someone's life for good. This right here is an innocent child whose dreams, aspirations, hopes have been destroyed by this same devilish woman who is supposed to protect her.
Objection, Your Honor. France does not honor the dead. The disease happens to be my client's mother. Overruled.
Thank you, my lord. Robert, can you tell this honorable court what was the main reason why you killed your aunt?
It is because I discovered I had AIDS.
My lord. There, my lord, is a medical diagnosis indicating that my client is infected with AIDS, and the rashes you see on his body are called Kaposi sarcoma, which is one of the signs and symptoms of AIDS. This is what this young man has been subjected to due to repeated actions of rape supervised by his own aunt.
Objection, Your Honor. That doesn't prove anything. He could have gotten the disease from somewhere else. After all, it was mentioned that he ran away from the house. Overruled.
That's true, Barrister Man. Up to now, we haven't been able to provide this court with any evidence or witnesses to support the claim that indeed his aunt is guilty of the charges. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to provide this court with witnesses to support your claim before this court can take a decision.
Wait. I have proof.
Lady,
I'm not as heartless like you are.
Muslim or Christian?
Christian.
Do you swear to this honorable court that anything you shall say here will be the truth and nothing but the truth?
I swear I will say the truth and nothing but the truth. I am Stephanie, the only daughter to the deceased. It is true that our mother never allowed us to visit nor live with her. But one day, I stubbornly decided to visit. And behold, I saw a man having his way with Robert. I took a video of that scene, and thankfully, I've not deleted it. In addition, there is also a record of my father about the deeds of my mom. You can have it here.
Your Honor.
My name's Daniel Brunhilda, and I am the father to Stephanie and Frederick. The deceased was my wife. I divorced her because she was evil. She snatched Robert's property handed him by his parents, and I discovered that she was having multiple affairs. She really was a nympho. I discovered also that she was a pimp. I can prove everything that I have said. Thank you.
That has been marked Exhibit 3. All right, we will go for a short break, and after that, I will pronounce my verdicts.
Well,
Thank you, doctor.
you're welcome.
Okay, it's a minute. Okay.
Have a lovely day.
Hello. Excuse me, ma'am. How can I help you? Please, can you give me more information about this lady? I believe she has been here before.
But I'm sorry, madam. That's against hospital ethics.
What if they give you 30K right now?
After hearing of this case, this is my verdict. After a talk with the members of the jury, Robert is charged for murder. However, he won't be sentenced to death. He will spend at least 4 years in imprisonment and a fine of 200,000 francs. Also, Robert must attend a therapy session to help him heal from the emotional wound and addictions. As for the deceased, she indeed was guilty of rape, child abuse, extortion, and many more. And I hereby order that Robert's properties be returned to him at the end of his sentence. This is my verdict. Court.
Barrister Lionel, the unbeatable heavyweight Barrister Lionel. Who is laughing now? Frederick, if your mother was my aunt, I'll do worse.
What exactly do you have against me, Mr. Barry?
Hey, what's going on?
I'm busy.
To where? What's the problem?
I know you've been cheating on me. Oh, So you thought I wouldn't find out. I got suspicious the day you bragged about not being impotent and that you had proof. So I did my findings and I discovered that you are dating a young lady by name Kanjang Jemima Achiri. And she's even pregnant.
Wait, please. Please. It happened just once, please. And after I realized how much it would hurt you if you found out about it, I stopped. I stopped it. I stopped. Please. And I realized, above everything, it is you I love. Please. Forgive me, please.
Where is she?
After she told me she was pregnant, I asked her to abort it. Weeks after, I heard she had died. See, this incident will forever live with me. I'll live with the guilt, knowing that I cheated because our childlessness forced me to doubt my potency as a man. But please, babe, give me just one chance to prove to you that I can be a better husband, please. Just this once. I'm sorry. Please. What did you say? Come on, baby, you're kidding. You're kidding. What did you just say?